Hey YouTube, Rico Knows here. I'm going to talk to you guys about the Indianapolis Colts. But before we get into that, I want to show you guys the playlist. If you go to YouTube, search Rico Knows, get to the playlist, and you will see 2025 NFL Draft Reviews and Assessments. I break down every single pick in the NFL Draft. Remember, I'm going alphabetical by city, and we're on the Indianapolis Colts. So let's put it back up, and let's talk about these picks. In the first round, they get Tyler Warren. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. It's a great pick. I love Tyler Warren. Highly productive tight end last year, all-world. He lined up at quarterback, H-back, which is move tight end. He was inline tight end, meaning he was next to the tackle, and then he was a hybrid out in the slot. He can do it all. I think it's an incredible draft pick. I'm not going to give them any credit for getting this draft pick. I think it's incredibly lucky. So remember, I think their GM should be fired. Ballard, I think he should be fired, and I think that they should never be forgiven for drafting Anthony Richardson, one of the worst quarterbacks to be drafted in the last 20 years. And I told you Anthony Richardson couldn't start over 20 college teams when he was drafted, and I was right, because he couldn't start over Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart. He was the 11th best quarterback in the SEC. Go look up the stats. Now, let me get off that bandwagon for a second, and let's just talk about it. In the first round, you get Tyler Warren. I love it. I'm going to tell you it's an A-plus pick. Go do something with it. I don't know who's throwing to him. Shout out to, who's that other guy, Daniels? Whoever the hell they have. Let's go to the next round, though. Then they bring in JT. Shout out to JT, and I'm not talking about Justin Timberlake. From Ohio State, a 4-year starter. He's an edge rusher. I think he has a high floor. I don't know about his ceiling, but his floor is high. He's NFL ready right now. So it's good to get that pick. And I don't mind it. It's not a reach. He was number 10 on my edge rushers in my pre-draft rankings. If you saw that if you saw that podcast, shout out to you. Some of you guys missed it. It is what it is. But in the third round, Justin Wally out of Minnesota. This is essentially a 4-year starter at Minnesota. I think his freshman year he started 6 games, and then the rest of his career he started games. But guys, you can't draft Justin Wally here. You do. You like him. You need him. But, man, Noah Williams is still on the board. Shout out to Cal. All-American. Looked amazing. Noah Williams, a former UNLV transfer. Noah Williams looked amazing. I know he's having some growing pains right now in camp right now, but he just feels like a much better pick at corner for me. That's how I get down. I watch tape, I rank my players, and I go, man, Justin Wally? When he came off the board, I was shocked. I didn't buy it at all. And then you have Jalen Travis. I think it's a sneaky, great pick. Not good pick, great pick. Jalen Travis transferred to Iowa State for his final year. This man is 6'8", 340 pounds. 6'8", 340 pounds. Played his first part of his college career at Princeton in the Ivy League, then transferred to Iowa State to show he can do this. Man, he's so long. What he can do on tape is stop edge rushers. Like speed rushing, you're not getting around him. Because of his extremities and their length, he just gets to you and he pushes you out. And as long as your quarterback steps into the pocket, now we can't trust Anthony Richardson to do that, but Daniel Jones can do that, right? So for me, this is a great pick for a quarterback that has collision courage, willing to step into the pocket and make the throw. Anthony Richardson's not the guy, but this young man eventually will become a starter, as far as I'm concerned. Jalen Travis looks great, and I even see him doing combo blocks. For somebody to be 6'8", 340 and getting to the second level, meaning you started on your defensive lineman, whoever was there, getting to the second level of the defense, the linebackers, and crashing down on that down block, staying on your path, it's good stuff. I like Jalen Travis a lot. In the next round, they take DJ Giddens. Shout out to DJ Giddens. Hey, he's over 210 pounds, and he runs a 4.4 40. And he's a complete stud to the point where other running backs in that room kind of knew this is the alpha male. You're not messing with DJ Giddens. Taking over after Deuce Vaughn left, and they don't miss a beat. I think he's incredible. He showed a lot of explosion on tape and at the combine. Second highest vertical jump and second furthest broad jump. That just tells me you got a lot of explosion in your lower body. And I'm buying it. I'm buying it 100%. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor being the starting running back. DJ Giddens is the backup. Very quality draft pick at that point. Then you follow that up with back-to-back terrible draft picks in the 6th round. If you don't remember, I think they had the 14th and the 15th pick in the 6th round. So they picked both guys together. And they picked Riley Leonard at quarterback out of Notre Dame. And then they picked Tim Smith, defensive tackle at Alabama. So I'll start with Riley Leonard. If you're a Rico Knows fan and you've watched my videos, I used to be very high on Riley Leonard. I thought the world of Riley Leonard when he was at Duke. I really did. And when I watch him, he looks like a basketball player at quarterback. He's athletic. He's like one of them wing guys, right? He's 6'6". He can run around. We don't know how fast he is, though, because he wouldn't run at the combine. And I don't like people who don't run at the combine. Shout out to Travis Hunter. But for me, when you're a dual threat quarterback like this, the idea is you extend the plays with your legs, and then you still complete the pass. Riley Leonard can't complete a pass to save his life. I think he had some decent wide receivers, some pretty good ones at Notre Dame, and he couldn't utilize them or at least get them to where they needed to be. Yes, he can move chains with his legs. Yes, he can do it with his feet, but he's more Carson Wentz than he is, anybody else who's an effective runner. Like, I don't see it. I don't think Riley Leonard's going to be a long-time pro. If he is, he's a long-time backup, which is fine, but I don't think he should have been drafted. I don't think he's NFL caliber at all. His arm is the problem here. He throws like Rex Grossman. You don't know who Rex Grossman is? You're too young? Please Google search Rex Grossman. No arm strength whatsoever. Next guy is Tim Smith. If you're a defensive tackle at Alabama, I've probably seen more tape on you than any other defensive tackle in America. I watch a lot of film on all the big teams. Excuse me. I just can't get there. If I see you at a major university, Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, USC, Texas, Ohio State, wherever. If I see you at any of these schools and you've never seen me talk about the individual in a glowing manner, you've never seen me make a video on them, never seen me include them in any of my rankings, that means I watched them and I was extremely underwhelmed. This draft, defensive tackles are going off the board like crazy. I think they drafted an insane amount of defensive tackles in this draft. And for me, Tim Smith is a miss. Like, that's not a real thing. Yes, he's 300 pounds. You probably need somebody in the A-gaps, and you can rotate big bodies in there. We see it all the time. Goal line, they bring in a bunch of dudes to go plug all the gaps. Like, he's a two-gapper guy. No production on tape, like no production in a box score anywhere, but he's a two-gap guy when you watch the film. And what that means is, guys, he can occupy two gaps, whether it be the A, the B gap, or the 2 and 4 hole, or the 1 and 3 hole if you know football on the offensive side of the ball. But he can just occupy multiple gaps. It means you're a big guy and you take on two blockers. So what? I'm not impressed with it. I thought it was a terrible draft pick. It's the 6th round. Nobody cares. And then the last pick in the 7th round, Hunter Waller, 6'2", 220-ish. Maybe he's 210, 205. He's a big safety, man. Hunter Waller, I want you to think about the defensive backs in the Big Ten. What's the first one that comes to mind? Caleb Downs? Yeah. Caleb Downs, right? Dylan Thieneman. Studs. Immense safeties. Hunter Waller led all of them in tackles. He led the entire Big Ten secondary players in tackles. He led Wisconsin in tackles the last 2 years. I think he's an incredible football player. And for him to fall to the 7th round really frustrates me. It reminds me of a Walker out of Missouri, defensive end. They didn't draft him either. He went undrafted. And it's just these situations where the NFL analyzes players and just goes, they can't play here. Let me tell you what I think you can do with Hunter Waller. I think you can move him to linebacker. The way he tackles, the way he finds the ball, the fact that he's great at special teams, and you move him to linebacker, and now he's one of the faster linebackers running around. I think it's great. Give Hunter Waller just a chance to make that final 53, and you'll see the impact on the field. I like the pick. It's a 7th-round pick, and I like it. And if he gets released, it is what it is. I still like it. I like the potential there more so than Tim Smith or Riley Leonard for sure. But in this particular draft, I think you found yourself 3 starters, 2 quality backups, and then threw away some picks. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Keep watching the channel. You'll see all the other reviews. Peace.